Hi, welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me. So I recently did a reading on Justin Bieber, Selena Gomez, and Hailey Baldwin. And I got pretty clear and concise messages, but I was asked to do another reading on Hailey and Justin to see if they were going to have children. Before I get started, I just want to say this is definitely for entertainment purposes only. I don't normally do celebrity readings, and I kind of swore off celebrity readings after I did an MGK and Megan Fox one and kind of had some weird negative energy backlash towards me, or backsplash, whatever, come back towards me. I decided I wasn't going to do another celebrity reading. But I've been really drawn to Justin Bieber and Selena because they are on the twin flame journey. I am also on the twin flame journey. I've spent the whole weekend listening to Justin's newest album, and I just feel that because he and I are both twins, it would be fine for me to do a reading. And listening to his album, you can hear, when someone sings, you're listening to the sound of their soul. And you can hear 99.9% of that album is about Selena. When you're a twin, it's easy to recognize when someone else is singing about their twin or talking about their twin. And I literally was listening to it until like 6 this morning. I had not slept all night because I am on a twin flame journey, and some nights you don't sleep at all, some weeks you don't sleep at all, some months you don't sleep at all. So I was up listening to his song and my heart just fell into my stomach. My heart's broken for Justin because I know how that's my baby kitten. I know how hard it is to be on the twin flame journey when you're not trapped in a loveless marriage, but when you are trapped, it's even harder. Because there are some nights where my heart just breaks because of the things I'm going through. So I can only imagine what he's going through, and I feel for him. I really feel for him. When I plug into his energy, I'm deeply saddened. His heart's broken. His soul is broken. He misses his twin more than anything. He does, and he knows he's trapped. He knows that Hailey's not the one for him, and as I'm talking about trapped, this is the card that came up. He knows he's trapped. He knows that Hailey's not the one for him. He knows the devil came up as I'm talking about Hailey. That it's not real. So, alright, let's go ahead, and what I'm going to do instead of pulling the energies, because I pulled the energies in the last reading, I'll just ask the cards some questions. Maybe questions that people have wanted to know about Justin, Hailey Baldwin, and Selena Gomez. And as I'm plugging into the energy, it's draining. Oh my god, it's so draining. Justin Bieber's exhausted. He's tired. Spiritually, emotionally, mentally, physically. He's exhausted. Because I'm tired. I haven't even started the reading and it's exhausting. Hey. Please don't. My cat's trying to knock over my phone. No. Don't do it. Leave it alone. Sage. Okay. So the first question that I'm going to ask Spirit, Archangel Michael, Ascended Masters, please watch over me as I perform Please watch over me as I perform this act of divination. That was weird that I got. That was weird. Okay, that was a weird thing. As I perform this act of divination, please protect all energies involved. It is done, so it shall be. Alright, Ascended Masters, Archangels, Spirit, I ask, will Hailey Baldwin Bieber and Justin Bieber have children? Whew, that was a definite no. So I'm clairaudience. It means I hear messages. I can feel the energies as I'm connecting to them and resonating. Sorry, I can't even speak right now. He is so tired, like drained. He is so spiritually drained. He's being drained not only by Hailey, but people around him. He's lost his power. So messages are coming. I'm hearing this. Messages are coming through as I'm connecting to him. There's a heaviness. There's a heaviness to his life. He carries a lot. The only thing that really does make him happy is being on stage. Alright, Spirit. Justin Bieber and Haley Baldwin Bieber have children. I heard not in this lifetime. I heard karmic. Justin Bieber and Haley Baldwin Bieber have children. So it's looking like it's definitely a no. I definitely heard a no. There's some regrets. So there's some major regrets around this marriage. He regrets marrying her. He's having a lot of epiphanies. He's having some spiritual awakenings for sure. He's been having spiritual awakenings for a while. He regrets being married to her. He feels like his marriage is passionless. The Knight of Wands in the upright position is passion, a lust for life, loving life. Waking up every day happy. It came out in reverse. So he's lost his passion and lust for a lot of things. His marriage has no passion. There's no love. They're just basically putting up with each other. We got the Tower card in reverse. The Tower in upright usually means things that need to be seen. Not necessarily that you want to see, but things that need to happen. So if you are going about your everyday life and you're hurting people, or you're oblivious, or you're not self-aware, sometimes a tower moment will happen. Oh, a power moment. A tower moment will happen because God, the divine source, wants you to sit down and recognize what's going on around you. So I think he may be getting to a point where he's getting his power back, because this tower is in reverse, and I said power earlier. So he may be wanting to reclaim his power. He does. He wants to be divorced. Remember, this is for entertainment purposes only. This is all allegedly. This is just what I'm getting from the cards. I'm not wishing any ill will on anybody. He wants his freedom. He wants his freedom. He wants to be free more than anything. Wow, interesting. So, the next card, Four of Swords or upright, is just healing. Healing, taking time to heal your heart, to heal your soul. He's definitely in need of healing. He's in need of healing for sure. He's been through a lot. It affects his health. It affects his mental health, physical health, emotional health. He's tired. He's tired. He's drained. I think that's why he's had to cancel some of his tours, because being drained spiritually, it takes your passion away from wanting to perform. It takes your passion away from wanting to be around people. It takes your passion for life away. And I think he just needs some time to heal that heart. He's been through a lot. He might be a fire sign, because the red shirt just kind of popped out to me, but he needs some time. He's going through it. There's a lot of energy around Justin, Haley, and Selena. When I was tapping into the energy earlier, when I was thinking about doing this reading, there are a group. So there's something called light workers. Empaths are part of that group, energy healers. There are 144,000 light workers that have incarnated here, and all twins have incarnated from the same place. If you know, you know. If you don't, do some research. If it sounds crazy, this reading isn't for you. There are a team of light workers. I'm gonna get emotional. So many people love Justin Bieber. He has an army of light workers out there feeding him love and light, because I'm on the twin flame journey myself, and there's been times when I was with the Karmic, it was so bad I thought about taking my own life a few times. There are so many light workers and twin flames and energy healers and healers out there who are rooting for Justin Bieber, who are rooting for him to be happy, just to be happy, for his soul to be happy. He's definitely trapped. He knows he's trapped. He knows that this was all a setup. And he's having some epiphanies, and he's waking up to it. Sorry, I get a little itchy when I read, but okay, so let's ask, will Justin Bieber and Hailey Baldwin Bieber end up getting a divorce? I hate to ask that question. I don't like focusing on anything negative, but I know this is what people want to know. Okay. Something will pop out here. Okay. That makes me so happy for him. I'm going to try to keep my emotions in check. Oh my gosh. Because... okay. I'll take them because they're telling me a story. Alright, so... Technically, right now, Justin Bieber is the runner. He's on a twin flame journey. Technically, if this came out, this talks about someone running. This talks about forward movement, fast movement, trying to get away from something, or trying to get away from. There are certain situations, toxic situation, it can be toxic family members. It came out in reverse. So when I talked about power earlier, Justin's going to take his power back. He doesn't want to run anymore. He wants to fix the situation. He wants a divorce. Now, again, this is for entertainment purposes only. This is what I'm getting from the cards. He has not said anything. This is not a permanent statement. He hasn't said anything about any statements. He hasn't stated anything. That's what I'm getting from the cards. He wants to put an end to the sneaky behavior. There's a lot of sneaky behavior that goes on around him. There's a lot of sneakiness. There's a lot of manipulation. There's a lot of fakeness that goes on. And I've heard him in many interviews talk about he hates being fake. He doesn't like being fake. He wants to be around good, wholesome people. He wants to put an end to the sneaky behavior, because the Seven of Swords upright means lying, cheating, stealing, manipulating. When it comes upside down, that means that he's going to put an end to it. He wants to take back his power, his life. It may take some time. I heard years. It may take some years. It may take him shuffling around some people that are in his inner circle. He may be doing some things behind the scenes that maybe his wife doesn't know about. Maybe, and I'm not talking about cheating. I'm talking about getting his ducks in a row so he can part ways. The wheel. So what the wheel is cycles. He's still very much in this karmic cycle. So what his relationship with Hailey is it's a karmic contract. He has to learn certain lessons, especially because he's a twin. So when you're a twin, there's a certain amount of self-love that you have to do before you can become healed, and before you can before you can reunite with your twin. Justin and Selena have already met. So what happens is you meet your twin flame in this lifetime. Some people, do have twin flames, and they don't meet. It's because they're not supposed to come back. They're not supposed to come back into union in this lifetime. When the divine source or God has twin flames meet in this lifetime, it's because they are supposed to come back together in union at some point. But we all have free will, so it's a matter of, is he going to do the work? Is self-love? Is he going to have healthy habits? Is he going to learn from this karmic cycle and move on from this karmic marriage and not go back? Is he going to set boundaries? Is he going to love himself? Is he going to be healthy? Is he going to meditate? Is he going to build his psychic intuition? Because twin flames do communicate through telepathy, meditation. Twin flame telepathy is very, very real. It happens in the 3D, meaning like where we are now, where you can physically see me. It happens in the 5D, which is like the astral world, the dream state, when you astral project, so on and so forth. So he and Selena do dream about each other a lot. They do talk more than people know. When I listen to his songs, it is super obvious what songs are about Selena and what songs aren't. 99.9% out of all of his albums that I just listened to, I've listened to like a handful of his albums, they're all about Selena. You can hear it in his soul. His soul is crying out for her. He deeply misses her, and my heart breaks for him because he just wants his twin. He just wants his twin. And unfortunately, there's a lot of people around him trying to keep Selena and Justin apart. Selena and Justin make a lot of people a lot of money, and they're in the industry where I'm not even going to dive into that because that's a whole other can of worms, but they're in an industry where they're very controlled, manipulated. It's really sad, but he just wants to be with his twin. And the last reading I did, from what I got, they will be reuniting in this lifetime, and I got that they'd be having kids, so Justin is strong. Justin Bieber's stronger than me, let me tell you, because I know that my twin flame journey has put me on my knees many times. It's been, you literally feel like you're in physical torture, you feel like you're physically being tortured, you feel like you're emotionally being tortured sometimes, and it's because there has to be growth, spiritual growth, physical growth. You have to learn. There's lessons that you have to learn. You have to break toxic cycles, sometimes generational cycles, whether it's addiction, narcissistic relationships, e.g. what he's in right now, bad eating habits, bad spending habits. There's a lot of generational curses that come with this journey. So he's strong as hell. So on this line, half line, half female, there's an infinity sign, and the infinity sign often represents twin flame. So he's definitely a twin. He's definitely strong. And I just realized this, and I never noticed this before. You see how it's half lion, half female? That's the divine masculine side, divine feminine side. There has to be balance. There has to be balance between the divine masculine and feminine before twins can come back together. So I think right now he's definitely he's strong. He's really strong. See her heart necklace there? And that's the solar plexus. That's your soul. He loves Selena with every part of his soul, every cell of his soul. He and Selena have the same soul, so that makes sense. But that's your solar plexus. That's where your power comes from. His whole... Sorry, I have this freaking eyelash that's just annoying. His whole soul is built around love. Twin flames are here to raise consciousness, to raise vibrations, to raise collective consciousness, meaning mass consciousness, like the consciousness of the world, to raise vibrations. So his whole soul is love. Selena's whole soul, their whole reason for being is love, unconditional divine love. They're young though. They're young souls. They're young. They're not young. Sorry, let me reframe. Twins tend to look very, very young. Like I'm 40 and I don't look 40 clearly. They have a young energy about them, but they've lived many, many lifetimes. I was listening to a song and he stated in one of his songs that he's lived over 100 lifetimes. And I believe it's true. And Selena Gomez has a song called Past Lives, and she talked about past lives. And so if you just listen to their music, everything I'm saying is what they've said. It's obvious if you know what to listen for and you know what these things mean. So they definitely have a young energy about them, full of life and zest and love when they're with the right people. So these three cards came out together. So this talks about being trapped, being manipulated, your power being taken. You see how there is a blindfold over this person's eyes and all these little birds chirping in this person's ear, manipulating, putting things in your head, putting things in your ears. Like her arms are tied. He may have a lot of issues with like his mental, what am I trying to say? Like mental health. Like the way he thinks, what he thinks. People are probably putting manipulative thoughts in his head, controlling him. Unfortunately, he's very trapped. And it's not even just that, the arms, because like the arms are bound here by a bandana and then there's strings all the way around. Like he's completely controlled and like every move, every breath. Oh, Justin, I'm sorry, honey. The devil talks about addiction, manipulation, narcissistic behavior, and these two came out together. So he's trapped in a marriage. So this is Haley's energy as well. This is him. This is Haley. And this is also the energy. A lot of manipulation, a lot of lying, a lot of narcissistic behavior. I feel for him. But the thing about him, I think he's known Haley for a long time. They have a karmic contract, and they've actually probably been in past lives together. She's not his twin flame, but she may be a past, like technically she's a soulmate, because they have a karmic contract, and there's certain lessons that he has to learn before he can break or end the contract and move forward. So they've known each other for a long time. I think they met when she was 17 or even younger, 16. So they've known each other for a long time, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it's good, especially when it comes out with the devil and the 8 of Swords. Okay, let me see here. Let's see. Let me ask the Lovers just came out, and I was literally going to ask the cards, will Selena and Justin have children, and the Lovers popped out. So let's see here. Let me ask the cards. Selena and Justin have children. When I asked this question, I just saw a flash of his tattoo that said forever. He has a tattoo on the side of his neck that says forever. And on Selena's birthday, he uploaded a picture of that tattoo on his Instagram. The thing is, twins, they talk to each other and send cryptic messages, whether they realize it or not. I mean, obviously he knows what he's doing, but he's been sending cryptic messages through dreams, through songs, through his Instagram. I've actually done some research, and I've looked at his Instagram and her Instagram, and she'll put up a certain picture, and he'll put up a picture like the next day as if he's in the picture with her, or if that makes any sense. Like her body language, it could be like her doing this in a picture, and he'll literally put up, and this is just an example, and he'll put up a picture the next day of him doing this as if he's sitting next to her and they're leaning into each other. So there's always cryptic messages happening. He's always sending messages. So, alright, Spirit. Selena and Justin have children in this lifetime. Sorry, my nose is just itching like crazy. I do have an incense going, maybe that's why. Selena and Justin have children in this lifetime, Spirit. Oh wow. Well, Selena and Justin, let's do one more card. Well, Selena and Justin have... Oh! Shut up! This makes me so happy. Sorry. I love it. I freaking love it. Okay. Alright. We're okay. This is what it is. Oh my god. So yeah. Selena Gomez and Justin Bieber will be together again in this lifetime. It's not going to happen for a while. I just heard 6. 6 years. I just heard 6. 6 years. Okay. Balance. Temperance. So Justin may be a Sagittarius. This is the card of Sagittarius. Justin's a light worker. He is extremely talented. You see, he has an amazing connection with Source, the Divine. And listening to a lot of his music, he's very connected to Source. He's trying to just balance it all. Light and dark, yin and yang. Trying to balance it all. He's a light worker. You see those wings? He's an absolute angel. And it's funny because he has a tattoo of Selena with angel wings on his wrist, and he's showing up with angel wings. Light and dark, just trying to balance it all. And the thing about it is, with twin flames, you have to balance your energies before you can come back together. He is, again, very bored in his relationship. Very bored. This is him, but he knows there's better out there. He would like to offer this to Selena, but it has to be the right circumstances. He's not happy in his relationship at all. He's bored. There's no emotion. There's no love. It's literally, she's his handler. It's all just to keep him controlled. The Three of Wands talks about waiting for your ships to come in. So, let me screw it. These two wands here, that's him and Selena. That's Haley down there. So, these two wands represent him and Selena. He's waiting for his ships to come in. He dreams about it. He thinks about it. Passion. You see all this red in the card? He is so passionate about Selena. Like, he loves her more than anything. He would give anything. Like, I miss you more than life. Yeah. Like, he would give up anything for her. Anything. He's just waiting for his ships to come in. Wow. This is going to happen. So Justin and Selena will be together again. The Ace of Pentacles is giving. The Ace of Pentacles is an offer. It's a giving. It can be in a job situation. If you have an interview and you ask the cards and this comes up, that means they're going to offer you the job. It's going to be an offer. It's going to happen. It's just takes time. And I do believe after he grows, because you see these little weeds here growing up, once he grows and he does the work, and he also has to be grounded. See these roots growing towards the ground? He has to be rooted and grounded in his energy. 6 years, I'm hearing 6 years. And all of this light in the background, like it's a sunny day, like that looks like the sun. Like Selena is his sun, the moon, the stars. It'll happen. I also got the King of Pentacles with the Lovers. He is the King of Pentacles. He is the king of, he knows how to make money. Anything he does turns to gold. Literally anything he touches turns to gold. He's an old soul. He's incarnated many, many, many hundreds of lifetimes with Selena. And the reason I know this is Selena is, again, Selena's Latina. She has darker skin. He has lighter skin. The thing about it is the energies, when we're talking about divine masculine or feminine, like if you get the King of Pentacles, that can also be a female energy. Like the sex doesn't matter. The energies can be anything. They're fluid is what I'm trying to say. So this is a representation of Selena because she is Latina and she has tan skin and he's white. It doesn't matter that the female on this card is white, and it doesn't matter. It does not matter. That we're talking about energies and vibration. We're not talking about physical sex. Because when we do tarot readings, it's about the energy. I'm tapping into energy and not physical, like things you can touch. It's a vibration and energetic frequency that I'm tapping into. So, and he wants it more than anything. This is Justin. He wants it more than anything. Wow. He's smart. Look at all these books in the back, and like he's got a spirit animal here. The thing about the twin flame journey is when God wants twins to come back together after they do the work, it's called divine intervention, and God will step in and do anything and everything to make sure those twins come back together in the right time. I also, at the bottom of the deck, when I asked, will Justin and Selena have children, guess what came out? The Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is the twin flame card. Four of Wands is twin flame union, marriage, like coming together, like happy endings, fairy tale. How beautiful. You see they're celebrating here. This is like a marriage. It looks like a marriage. Like they're celebrating, they're dancing, coming together. This and the Six of Cups is twin flame union card. The Six of Cups talks about past lifetimes together, many past lifetimes together. The twin flame card, if I could pick any effing card, it's this one and the Hierophant. The Hierophant talks about commitment, like marriage, but this is the twin flame union card upright. Upright means it's going to happen. Reverse means you still got some work to do. Came out upright. It also came out with the Queen of Wands, Death and Rebirth. So the Queen of Wands is talking about your power. It's talking about being abundant, manifesting your power. You see this person sitting and there's candles all around them. That's spirit, that's the divine. They've got their wand in their hand. They're literally holding a flame. Look at, she's holding a flame. Isn't that crazy? How beautiful. Oh, a little kitten in the front. I didn't even see that. Another spirit animal. Death and rebirth talks about ending cycles and beginning. So death and rebirth, when people hear death, they're like, oh, but death just means the ending of one thing and the beginning of another. That just means that like you got to the end of one track and you're starting another. So once they both come into their power, once they both do the work and become spiritually aware and become happy and healthy and connected to God, and they do the daily practices that they need to do, they'll come back together. They will definitely come back together. Alright, let's see here. Let me think. What other questions? I wish I would have asked you guys like what you wanted to know. I guess I can ask, and this is kind of a hard question to answer, but I'll try to ask it. How long will Hailey Baldwin Bieber and Justin Bieber be together? Or be married, let's say that. How much longer will Hailey Baldwin Bieber and Justin Bieber I don't know. And that makes sense because you can't really, it's up to God. So it's a slow process. The Knight of Pentacles came out. The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight in the deck. That means there is movement, but it's slow. You see how he's walking leisurely through the grass, and his horse is following him leisurely. Anyways, it's forward movement, but it's the slowest moving knight in the deck. So there is movement. He will be moving on. It's going to take some time though. Because when you think about it, especially a celebrity of that status, if you live together, if you have assets together, like everything that... Oh shit. Ariana, Selena, my visa just came through. He married Hailey for a visa, which I didn't know. I thought it was just like Hailey trying to trap him. He married her so he could stay in America. Ooh, I just heard so clearly, and I saw his video, and he was walking in the video and he sings Ariana, Selena, my visa. So, yeah, this marriage isn't real. Okay. Any more messages about Hailey Baldwin Bieber and Justin Bieber's marriage spirit? Anything else? Anything else that we need to know? If you guys want, you can leave questions in the comment section, because I'm trying my best to connect and then also think about questions that you would want to know. And right now I'm just like very connected to the energy. So any other messages, Spirit? I think Justin and Selena talk. I think they text, and I think they talk. They communicate, and no one knows, but they do. Ooh. Oh, shoot. Wow. So the moon came out in reverse. The moon upright is secrets. The moon upright talks about dream state. It talks about, and this came out in the last reading too. The moon upright talks about like secrets. The moon represents secrets. If you think about the moon, it's at night. At night you can't see anything. Things are hidden. When you see the sun card, things are out in the open and everything is lit up. At night, things are hidden. It's hard to see. So that's secrets. It came out in reverse. So some secrets in Justin's marriage are going to be coming out. Some things are going to be coming to the light. And I think that this is mainly him having some realizations that this is a very serious situation that he's in. And yeah, it was cute and it was fun. And yeah, he got to stay in America, but he's got to figure some things out. Some things are going to be coming to the open. I don't necessarily mean to the public, but I think to him. Some things are going to be coming to the surface. And he's having some realizations, and he may be, I heard sinking deeply into some realizations and what he needs to do, and the realization that he got himself into some shit that he has to figure out how to get out of, and it's a lot more serious than he realizes. Selena she's a Cancer. She's a water sign. And with twins, I think he's a fire sign. I think he's a Sagittarius. Twins tend to be like water and fire. Like I'm a Cancer. My twin is a Sagittarius. So water and fire because it has to be a balance. Or earth and air. You'll never see water and water twin flames. Like Megan and MGK are both Tauruses. They're not twins. You'll never see two twins in the same zodiac sign because it would be unbalanced. So that's how I know for a fact they're not twins. But that's a whole other thing that I'm not willing to get into. Okay. Eight of Pentacles came out again, and this came out in their last reading. Many moons, many lifetimes, lots of nights, sleepless nights, lots of, believe me, I know, I'm a twin, I don't sleep. Usually when twins have messages come through when they can feel their twin, ooh, this braid is just embarrassing me in these streets. It's at night. So when the energies are the most obvious, or when you can feel the energies, or when they're the most heavy, or whatever, is at night. This person has a candle. So yeah, she's spiritual. She's got some sage there. She's got some, she prays. He prays. They've been through many lifetimes together, many cycles, many moons. They're both very spiritual. Like I said, a long journey. Very, very long journey. They are both traveling a very long journey. Nothing about the twin flame journey is easy. Nothing about the twin flame journey. Nothing about the twin flame journey is easy. It's complicated. Sometimes you feel like you're doing amazing, and then the rug gets literally pulled from under you. Which is how it goes. It's tough. Sometimes you feel like you're doing amazing and making great progress, and then God will pull it all from you and you get to start over, or everything comes to a complete standstill. That's just how it goes, you know? So I think that once they both give it all to God, that page of wands right there, sorry, my nose is itching. Give it all to God and let it go. That's when they'll manifest each other. That's when they'll come back into union. Once you release, because I know that it's, with the twin flame journey, you do tend to obsess over each other. But once you are able to release it and you stop obsessing and you're not living in a state of fear, that's when you manifest each other. That's when you manifest each other back into each other's life, if it's meant to be. But you have to go through a cycle of releasing and giving it to God. And that's the hardest part for some people, is just giving it all to God and being like, hey, if it's meant to be, it'll be. Because sometimes twins obsess over each other. It's just your soul's way of trying to bring you back together. And you have to have ego death. So, anyhow. Alright. Any last messages, Spirit, before I close it out? I wish my nose would stop itching so badly. Any last messages, Spirit? Any last messages? It's wild because 90% of the songs that people think are Justin bashing Selena, it's not. He's bashing Haley. And a lot of it's coming to the surface. So I think sooner rather than later. And I think that there may be some karma with Haley's, because a lot of people don't realize this. Universal law, you get back what you put out. I think Haley's getting a lot of. And the thing is she can go online and bully people and then pretend that she didn't, or it wasn't meant in that way. But God knows your intentions. Intentions literally are the outcome. Intentions are what manipulate the outcome. I'm trying to find the words and it's leaving me, so I'm getting tired. But intentions determine the outcome. So if you're a mean girl and you're out here, no matter who, putting out negativity into the universe, and then you take it down and you say, oh, it has nothing to do with that person, you know it was about that person. God knows your heart, God knows your intentions, and that's still negative energy that you're putting out. So I think at some point in her journey, and this is just from an outsider looking in, she's put out so much negativity that it's now coming back to her. So, again, we got death, which is 13. Ooh, infinity sign at the bottom. So some things have to end. Karmic cycles have to come to an end. Releasing and giving it to God. Ego death has to, all of it. There's so many things that go into the twin flame journey. Like you have to have an ego death. Kundalini awakening has to happen. Meditation has to happen. Karmic blocks have to be cleared. You have to clear a certain amount of karma. You have to do a certain amount of good. You have to do a certain amount of meditation, chanting to clear karma. Meditation connects you not only to source, so you can get messages from God, and God can help you navigate your life through your intuition, but you have to build your psychic ability so you can also speak to your twin. It'll happen here and there, whether you build it or not, but the more you build it, the more you're connected and you can talk to each other. So I think that once they both start to do the work, it'll all happen for them. See that pentacle there? Maybe some yoga needs to happen. She's busting out a yoga move. See that pentacle there on the floor? As above and so below. So once they're completely balanced, you see this person's balancing? Once they're completely balanced, and it can happen. It's going to be harder though because they are entertainers and they need to be grounded. You see this person's out in the woods grounding themselves. It may be harder for them because they're both entertainers, but once they're grounded and they're balanced, it'll happen. Let's see. Any last messages, please, Spirit? But there's so many people out there who love Justin Bieber genuinely, and yeah, he went through some shit. And Selena Gomez is so amazing, and I just thought about something. People love Selena Gomez not because of who she knows, how she looks, her soul. Her soul shines so bright. Like, I'll just watch some of her videos, and yes, she's absolutely gorgeous, and she's a goddess, but her soul, you can see her soul and her light. And that just inspires me. And I'll watch some of her videos and I'll start crying because I can literally feel just how beautiful her soul is, and she's so kind and giving, and she's an advocate for mental health and lifting other people up. And the world is really starting to recognize, not that we didn't before, but really starting to recognize what a fighter she is and how kind she is and how giving she is and how positive she is. And I think that a lot of this energy buzzing around Selena right now is actually pulling Justin in closer to Selena, and it's really opening his eyes to that he doesn't have forever, and that's his soulmate. And then we have victory, and this is the last card I'm going to pull. So they're going to have victory. It's going to, you see they're on stage here? It's such a fitting card. They both are singers, performers. Got the stage lights. Victory. It'll happen. They'll have victory. They'll come together. And it's the Six of Wands, and earlier I said 6 years. The Six of Wands at the bottom. Earlier I said 6 years. They'll come together. They may even, as I'm looking at this card, they may even like go on tour together and perform together. Yeah. I heard gospel just now. They may both start doing like some gospel music. Justin really likes to sing about God, and he makes some really beautiful gospel music, so they may even dabble in like gospel music a little bit. They may tour together and work together. Twins, when they come together, they can accomplish anything to change the world. They can change the world, you know, whether they're in union or not. But when they're in union and they're at the status that Justin and Selena are, nothing will ever be the same, which is why a lot of people are trying to keep them apart. But I do truly believe they'll come back together in the right time, when the work is being done, when karmic relationships are ending, and God sees it fit. But no matter what, there's going to be some more beautiful albums. They're going to be singing to each other. Their souls are going to be singing to each other. That was their whole karmic, or their whole, not only karmic contract, but their whole contract here is to show the masses and to show unconditional love and to raise vibrations. And so many people adore Selena. I adore her. She's so beautiful. And so many people love Justin. He's so talented, and under all of the craziness, he's beautiful. And I love watching him, and I cry. Like, I cry when I watch him, I cry when I watch her. It's just insane. But yeah, they're going to change the world. They already have. It's already started. So I appreciate you guys. Leave any comments that you may have, and let me know what you want to see. I'm just going to be transparent. I did a Machine Gun Kelly and Megan Fox reading, and I didn't upload it. It was just something I did because I was being nosy. And some negative energy backlash towards me, and I got sick for like a day. So I was like, I'm not dabbling anymore. But I think if it's done with love and light and good intentions, I'm okay with it. But if we're just being nosy to gossip, I can't do that. So I don't mind if it's something that genuinely people want to see because there's good intentions and love behind it. But if we're just going to gossip and talk crap, then I can't do that. But I thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. Comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you next one. Namaste.